So, welcome to Ask a Master MMO edition. I'm your MMO Master Tom, and here to help me answer the questions is Lord BS, RPG Master.
Alright, hello there. Glad to see you again. Can we get this over with? I have things to do.
Sure, fire the first question.
Alright. WoW is abolished from gaming history to the joy or complete devastation of gamers around the world. What MMO do you play now?
Well, it's a little bit of a less heard one called Ultima. It's like from way back in the day. It had like an isometric view, and basically it was more about the community than the actual gameplay, because you didn't really gain levels, you just gained skills, which you could use for like crafting or using to kill other things, and there really wasn't any parameters that you had. What's that look for?
I hate to break it to you, Tom, but Ultima was an RPG game.
Ultima
there were
Online.
9 of them.
Yeah.
9, Tom.
Yeah. And they were great games. And then they had Ultima Online. And so you could have your adventures with Lord British online as well.
Why must you ruin my childhood, Tom?
It's so much fun.
I hate you. New question. Hate this. WoW servers are down. What do you do?
First off, I would keep a window in the corner of my screen to make sure that I saw as soon as the service came back up. But then I would probably go to another MMO, like City Heroes, for instance. Run around, do some heroics, or some villainy.
How many of these things do you have on a subscription fee every month, man?
Well, let's take a look at the board. We've got World of Warcraft. Ultima doesn't really have the subscription. Ragnarok, Aeon, City of Heroes, and City of Villains. I don't really play EverQuest anymore. Guild Wars is subscription free. Rising Force, that kind of died. Kingdom Loathing is pretty fun. And
isn't that the one where you use meat as money?
Yeah, you can also make like a meat car, and you can become like a meat smith and make whole tons of stuff out of meat.
Dear Lord, man, you're living more in a fantasy world than I am.
What?
I walk around sounding like a jumped up king piece wearing a tunic. But this is what you do. Alright.
Yeah.
Next question. Alright, here's a good one. Can you really feel a sense of accomplishment for a game you can never beat?
Well, it's not really that you can't beat it. You beat the final bosses,
Uh-huh.
and then more content comes out for you to continue playing.
Okay.
So it's not like you never beat it, you do beat it, but then they bring you more stuff.
Which makes it a revolving cycle of unwinning.
Well, you do.
You're telling me that you can beat the game even though the game doesn't end because they bring in more content to expand the game,
Exactly.
which makes the game have no ending.
Until you get to the final end where they refuse to put out any more expansion
What
packs.
final end, man? It's not like it's going to say, you win.
Well, that's what happens when you usually get a really awesome like cinematic after being the final boss of an expansion pack. Like with Lich King and...
Which what?
The Lich King.
Which thing?
The Lich King.
Pitch thing.
Yeah. Lich King.
What is that? King. I'm sorry, you're
With
suggesting
Lich
there's a king
in front of it.
besides you.
Yes.
I don't believe you. Next question, Tom. Dear God. How do you fight grinding tedium?
How do I fight grinding tedium? Usually I'll have another game over on the side, like City of Heroes, or if I'm really feeling really masochistic, I'll put on Ragnarok Online.
Oh, here's a fun question. I like this one. This one's from Anonymous. Your next raid is during a time that a girl asks to hang out with you. What do you do? Be honest, Tom. It's a raid night.
I guess I'd invite her over if she would like to watch raid commence.
You're surely joking.
Well,
Tom.
I can't just leave
Tom.
them hanging.
Tom,
That's like 24 other people depending on me.
when was the last time you saw a woman besides the strumpet walking around in her booty shorts and Puzzle? And Puzzle can't really be considered a woman, she's more of a computer.
Well, she doesn't wear booty shorts anymore.
Not my point, Tom. This has been yet another Ask a Master. This makes me sad.
What is that supposed to mean?
Die inside. Have a nice day. I'm buying you hookers!
Okay.
Dear God, man, how much do you spend a month on these things?
Like upwards of $500?
What?
It's not my money. Company card.
Retro! He's stealing company funds again!
Wait, stealing what?
It's a tax write-off.
Puzzle!